Hey everyone, this session is called Teachers Like to Move It, Move It. We're going to be doing some cardio drumming. Welcome to the NC Shape State Convention. We're excited you're here. Tommy Hager, Kim Schuh will introduce ourselves in just a minute. All right, moving forward, here we go.
This is Kim Schuh speaking. You'll get to see us shortly when we go through some of our routines with you, but we just wanted to give you an overview of what to expect in our cardio drumming session. Over here, I've listed a couple of items that we would like to discuss with you. We're gonna start off with an intro, just explaining who we are so you can get to know us and exactly what is cardio drumming. You may have seen it on YouTube and short clips or something like that, but we're gonna give you that nitty-gritty breakdown, something that you just can't find on YouTube. So we're really excited that you decided to log on and join us. And number two, we're going to explain why you should include cardio drumming to your classes. It's more than just exercise. It's interdisciplinary. It's great for kids who may not be included in normal team activities like basketball and soccer. So we're excited to talk a little bit more about that. We're going to tell you all about the equipment you need. It doesn't necessarily have to be the expensive stuff. Dollar Tree and Five Below will do just fine. But we're going to hang tight and get to that section in just a second. Literacy and cardio drumming.
What?
No way, Jose. Absolutely. We're going to give you some tips and tricks on how to incorporate literacy into your lessons. Your administration will love this.
Yes.
So stay tuned. This is going to be something you haven't seen before. Number 5, we are going to give you the secret. Our routines that kids have loved, routines that are old school, routines that are new and exciting. You're going to really, really love these routines. Number 6, you're going to get to see us in action, teach an actual lesson so that you can feel more comfortable when you stand up in front of your students and do it too. So we are going to give you the full rundown from showing you our actual creative thinking process to explaining the moves as if you were our students today. So it's going to be your turn to move it towards the end of our presentation. Lastly, comments and questions. We know this session is virtual to you, but our emails will be found somewhere throughout this presentation. If you have comments to make us better or questions for us and how we can help you, we would love either of those things.
Yes.
So, Coach Hager, with that being said, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Coach Tommy Hager here. In my 22nd year of teaching elementary PE, all here in Wake County, North Carolina, near Raleigh. I've done traditional and year-round. And what else? I was born in North Carolina, so I'm a native. I'm also a jump rope coach and the Apex Skippets. This is year 29 for coaching jump rope. And excited you guys are here. So thanks so much.
A little bit about me. This is actually my first year teaching physical education.
Crushing it.
It has not been a normal year, but it's been an exciting one. I'm located at Van Dorn Springs Elementary in Garner, North Carolina. That's also Wake County. I am a former collegiate athlete. I played basketball, track and field through the javelin, and did a little bit of golf during my time at Meredith College. Fun fact, I student taught under Coach Hager. We had an absolute blast together. Learned so much information. We discovered cardio drumming together. So we decided to kind of bring that together and present to you guys today about what we've learned so well. I mean, we've presented to not only our students, but our staff.
Yes.
We've held multiple teacher workday sessions, which our staff have loved. So that's another idea that you can try with your staff if you decide to take cardio drumming up under your wing. So, what is cardio drumming? Well, as you can read on the screen, it is a cardio-based exercise that will move your body to the beat of the music while you're also drumming. And this is just an interesting way to move because you don't have to be standing, you can be sitting. So this is a great option for ECS students. This is also a great way to get the heart pumping while students don't even realize that they're doing it. They're having so much fun. using a yoga ball, something that they have not been able to use a lot, drumsticks from music class, and you're putting it all together in a fun new activity they've probably never seen before. So cardio drumming, what is it? The basis for our presentation. So now we are going to sell why you should have cardio drumming in your classes.
Okay, so you can see how this aligns to the standards with NC shape, and Kimberly has linked those there. So if you get this PowerPoint, you'll be able to go to those standards. You can see, oh boy, it's interdisciplinary. So K5 music standards, K2 literacy standards, and you'll see that throughout the presentation. Inclusive for all students, standing, sitting. Again, ECS students could do this. Students who feel uncomfortable participating in team sports have the opportunity to thrive with cardio drumming, all right? Students who love dance, students who might not. It's just different. So it's not exactly dance, and it's definitely very active. It's personable music choice. So we have done things during Halloween, Christmas, Black History Month, various cultural music. You could do JoJo Siwa, TikTok, take it wherever you want it. But the kids, you can connect with them great with the music choices. So we love it.
Absolutely fun and engaging no matter how you do it. If you have Lumi sticks, if you have drumsticks, if you have pool noodles, if you don't have any of that and you're doing it in a classroom on a desk,
yes,
the kids are going to love it. All right, speaking of all that equipment I just named, I'm gonna list a couple of things and where you can find those items. If you are in need of drumstick options, if you don't have the idealistic drumsticks, you can use pool noodles. If you buy the long ones from Dollar Tree, you can cut them into thirds and you have 3 drumsticks right there. I know, odd number, but you can buy multiple pool noodles, cut them however long you wish or you desire, what fits with your equipment room, and you can use pool noodles. Let's see, you can also use Lumi sticks. Those are the hollowed plastic tubes. If you don't have Lumi sticks, you can use pencils if you're in a classroom. If you're virtual, you can have your students go find spatulas, hairbrushes, anything that you can put in 2 hands and drum with that mom and dad will be okay with if you're home virtually. If you are looking for yoga ball, the actual drum option, what can you use, Coach Hager?
So we found at Dollar Tree and Five Below the yoga exercise balls. Again, very affordable, whether it's your PTA funding or hopefully not out of your own pocket, but not that expensive to get. If you don't have the exercise balls, that's fine. You could use any inflatable ball, all right? A beach ball, a basketball. You could put it in a chair, use it as the ball to drum on. They could drum on a chair, they could drum on their desk, you could drum on the floor. So if you're like, I don't have the yoga exercise ball, totally fine. For the basket option, again, we got ours from Five Below, Dollar Tree, maybe Amazon works for you. Facebook Marketplace, check it out. So you can get laundry baskets to put the ball in. You can even turn the basket upside down. They could jump on top of the basket. You could use chairs if you don't have baskets, desks in their classroom, all right? Even if you want to put this up for teachers for a rainy day activity, make a video for them to do in their classroom. You can do it on the floor, and with K2, that's a great way to start without the ball. Yeah.
And I know that when Coach Hager and I did this virtually, or we had talked about doing it virtually, made a great point as to if you're doing it at home, make sure, 1, something family approves of you drumming on. 2, if you need to put a pillow or something soft on top of a hard surface, by all means do that. Cardio drumming is very adaptable, very modifiable. So use your creativity, come up with something. And if you come up with something we haven't listed, we would love to know. So please do share that with us. Moving on. How in the world are we fitting literacy into cardio drumming? Wait no longer, the answer is here. The following slides are slides that I have used in my classes, so I'll start it off by saying that We are about to have some challenge time before we get into the actual drumming. And on the next few slides, I simply list letters, and I start my K2 students with pool noodles. So they each have 2 pool noodles. We're sitting in a circle looking at the projector. I've dropped the screen. So picture you're sitting in the gym on the floor. You have 2 pool noodles. You're looking at the screen, and this pops up. Simply, can you, and I'll follow it by make the letter T. I give them no other prompting. It's up to their brains. With their 2 pool noodles, some of them will make a T laying on the ground. Some of them will make a lowercase t. Some of them will stand it up. Some will try to balance that second noodle on top of the first noodle and make a T with no hands. And so let your kids' brains, let their imagination really kind of mold how they're going to make these upcoming letters. So once we have that, the kids are getting an idea. I'll change the slide, say, okay, we got that one. Challenge number 2, can you make a V? And so they're getting the hang of it. They're looking around what their friends are doing, and they have a V. And so on. I'm going to click through the next couple, but we have X's, L, an equal sign. So incorporating math into this game. And number 11. And then you can choose to do this the first week or the second week if you want to break it into 2 lessons, but I'll have them partner up simply with the person beside them. And the 2 orange lines represent my orange pool noodles, and the 2 pink lines represent my partner's pink noodles. So the first slide, I show them how they can make a shape with their pool noodles. And so once they have this down, I change the slide. I don't show them how to make the letter with the pool noodles anymore because I use that as an answer key on the next slide. You'll find that your kids will really maybe come up with ways you haven't thought of making this particular letter. So after I see the kids have a bunch of E's scattered around the floor, I'll change the slide and show them how I made it. So again, my orange noodles may be my noodles, the pink noodles may be my partner's, and so on. So I'm going around the room, checking on my students. Some, again, make them standing vertically. Some lay them on the ground. So you can kind of just see and say, oh, I like what Johnny's doing. Or look, can you guys make it like Clara, etc. Okay? So these are a couple of ones that I just came up with for a good warm-up. You can see that I just show the letter and then without prompting, just show that my way of doing it on the next slide. It just shows how everybody has a different way to approach the answer. Not one answer is always right or the same. And so these are just a couple more letters. You'll see that I switch into shapes. There's again plus signs. So you'll see your students come up with many different ideas on how to make these literacy options. All right. We are about to show you some routines we created. Again, we typed them up. We sat down together, brainstormed some movements. How can we fit these into 8 counts? And then we're showing you the pretty version. So again, before we do our actual routine out here, we'll hold up the piece of paper with our creative ideas on it. But these next couple slides are what we would have projected onto the screen for our students to see. So I'm gonna let Coach Hager talk about some of the movements we created. We'll start with dance monkey. So how would you do this for K2, Coach Hager? And then how would you do it for 3-5 students?
So what you can do with K2 is, without the ball, without the basket, either probably Lumi sticks or pool noodles. We did Lumi sticks. They're just nice and hard, kind of hollow, so make a fun sound on the floor. And we just sat on the floor, currently with our legs out in letter V. And we would just show the move, let the kids copy us. We had this projected up above our heads as we sat on the floor so the kids could all see. And we demonstrated like what's it look to tap the floor and tap high above our heads. And then we make sure the kids understood that. And we'd say, let's try it together, 5, 6, 7, 8, and make sure they have that. And then you can show them double taps, what that looks like. Each one, go through and show your students, let them copy you. And then play the music and just go through. It doesn't have to be perfect or exact like you would with like the older students. And, count it off when the music starts and then say, all right, tap floor, tap high. When we write this out, you're not seeing what's written down on the paper where we explain each move just for us, maybe for you. But then when we do that, we come up with a suggestion like double taps. But we might write it out in like 3 sentences on another piece of paper for ourselves or for other teachers like you guys. But when we explain it to the students, it just says double taps. And we've already shown them that. We taught them that, like we'll do with you guys in just a minute. And so then they'll follow along. So again, it's on the floor. might have their feet in a V or their legs in a V, or we might bring their legs together and tap outside of our legs. Be creative, all right?
You might find with your kindergarten students that they might have a hard time remembering 4 different movements, and that's okay. Their brains are learning. If you want to do just a free song where you play Dance Monkey, everybody's sitting on the floor. Maybe you instruct them, eyes on me. I'm gonna change the movement whenever I choose. You must follow along. If you don't do it, Johnny, you're gonna miss the movement. And Catherine's gonna do it. And you're gonna be sad that you weren't looking at the teacher and doing the movement. So if you're sitting up front, you might start with your legs together, straight out, tapping on the other side, tapping the floor and then tapping above your head. Maybe 30 seconds into the song, when you see most of your students' eyes are on you, you change it to just tapping above your head. And your students will slowly get what's going on. Oh, I have to keep my eyes on the teacher. She's gonna change the move. He or she's gonna change the move whenever they feel like it. So maybe your students are not remembering all 4 moves, which is okay. They're young, they're learning. You can just kind of do like a Simon Says example and have a whole song where you just change your movement. Make it silly, like tap your armpits or tap your head or tap your toes. Keep them guessing so they're more likely to keep their attention and focus on you, okay? So that's just a little bit of difference between maybe K2 and 3-5. I'm gonna click through another couple favorites that our students have really liked, and then it is going to be our turn to get up and move and do 2 routines with you all. So I'm gonna click through a couple. I'll say the title. We have, I can make your hands clap. We'll always do a little break in whatever we are in the song and clap our sticks together to the rhythm of that song. The students really love waiting for that point in the song. We have Catchy Song. You're gonna have to look that one up. I can't sing that one right now. We have Old Town Road, 3-5 favorite. You'll notice that this song and Catchy Song only had 3 moves, and that's okay. If you brainstorm a song and 3 moves fit best for the beat of the music, 3 moves, awesome. 2 moves, great. It's whatever works best for you, your memory, your class, the songs you choose. So 3, 4 moves, whatever feels best. The YMCA, of course, will break in the song. Again, keeps that student's attention, keeps their focus to do the actual YMCA motions. So we're back to 4 moves on this song as well. We have Crank That by Soulja Boy. Again, 3-5 favorite. It keeps the students excited and engaged. And if you have friends and teachers who are on TikTok and you know some famous songs that are trending right now, you could totally create a song around a TikTok trending song. Of course, the clean version, clean songs as always. Thunder. So this was Thunder, feel the thunder, boom, 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 lightning and the thunder. All right, so during the boom, 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 we'll stop and we'll do those 3 thunder strikes together. So the students really look for those songs. If you're trying to find a song that will grab your students' attention, anything like the YMCA, something, a catchy beat that will grab them back in, you're more likely to keep your students' focus and attention if they have something to look forward to during that song. Oh, snap.
It's time.
It's time. We are gonna get set up, and when the computer goes down, we will be ready for you. Here we go. Oh, snap, here we are. All right, so welcome. We are gonna show you 2 quick routines. Matchy. What? So we wanted to show you the 2 routines. This was our creative process. I'm gonna hold it close to the camera, but we can share these with you as well. So we have the title of the song. We're gonna be doing I Want It That Way, first off. I'll read it out loud. We have the first time through, move numbers 1 and 2 are both 4 8 counts long. So I'm gonna cue that for us so you guys won't get confused. Number 1, number 2, squat and hold and dance lunge will just be different the first time around. So you can explain it to your students or just have them follow along if you think it will confuse them. So under each move, we have a description of what that move is, like our body's actually doing. So I'll just read number 1. Squat and hold is 1 tap on top of the ball with both sticks, 1 tap on the floor, both of the sticks on either side of the ball, and then repeat 3 more times for the entire sequence. Okay, so we'll be in a squat position, tapping our sticks on top of the ball, on the floor, and repeating that motion for 4 8 counts. Okay, I'm gonna call that out for us.
So notice how like we wrote it out for ourselves, what that looks like, but then on our cue cards, right, it's just gonna say like a quick phrase. So this might be what your students see, what the staff see.
It might also be what you see.
You see to remind you like, oh yeah, tap and reach. You just need to know like what you wrote out up here, but this should be able to remind you, right? This could be here on the cone, or it can be on the projector.
And if you want to look at these and the students look at the projector, that way both people can be seeing the cues. Awesome. If you don't have these beautiful cones that Coach Hager has from 22 years of experience, and you're a first grade teacher like me who uses tape, that also works just as fine. So again, use the equipment you have, whatever you have. If that's a whiteboard and some marker, awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to be looking at these to help cue us. I'm going to be on the microphone explaining the movements, and then we're going to play the song and do about 3 or 4 rounds, and the rest of the 3-minute song would be us repeating those movements. So we know that you don't want to watch all that right now, so we're going to give you the spiel and the whole intro so you can see how you would do that for your students. And if you feel like you're not comfortable doing this whole explaining part, we have videos on YouTube that you can just hit play and your students will learn from us, okay? So we can link those as well. But right now, we're gonna run this like an actual class and we're gonna get started. I'm excited. All right, so right here we have our pool noodles, but we also have drumsticks. So that's your K2 option or your 3-5 option. I am gonna angle the camera so you can see our feet as we move, and then we'll be ready to roll.
We always tell the students and the staff when we're using the ball, you're always gonna wanna hit the ball with both sticks, top, especially on the sides. If you just hit it with one stick on the side, you're gonna knock it over, right? So keep that in mind as you're planning your routines. And we tell the students and the staff, like, if you happen to knock your ball over, it's okay, right?
Okay.
Just go get it, put it back, no judgment zone, it's okay. We might knock our ball over, that's okay, it's gonna happen, but just go get it, put it back on your basket and keep going.
Exactly. And I also have an Apple Watch, so I have the music over here connected to my watch, so I can adjust the volume. If you don't have that, you can do an absolute run plus play, eyes on me situation. Does not have to be the whole setup. So you do what you can. I am going to, I'm gonna turn my microphone on so you get the full experience. I'm going to start explaining our 4 movements. So you are in class and I'm explaining this to you. All right, students, eyes on me. We're gonna go over 4 movements for the I Want It That Way song. All right, our first movement is called squat and hold. We're gonna hold a squat position. My knees should not go over my toes. That is bad for my back. That is bad for my knees. And I do not want to walk around like this for the rest of my life. So I'm going to make sure when I'm squatting, it's like I'm sitting in a chair. My knees do not go over my toes. I don't want to see any hunchbacks. I don't want to see leaning back. Nice squat chair position. If you can't squat, you can stand up. But I'm going to challenge you to do that squat today. Okay, so we're going to squat. We're going to tap the top of our ball, and then we're going to tap the floor. So we're going to hold that squat and go back and forth for 8 counts, but there's something special about this move. We are going to repeat it 4 times, only the first time. So you're just going to follow Miss Schuh, and we're going to do this 4 times at the beginning of the song. And let's okay, how many times? 4. All right, moving on. we have dance lunge. We are going to start behind our ball, take one step out, and then we're going to clap our sticks above our head and bring our feet together. We're going to repeat that to the other side. Step out and clap. Step out and clap. Since this one's kind of complex, let's do a run through. Let's do a practice 8 counts, okay? So we're going to start this way. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. You got it. So again, this is a special move. We're going to do this 4 times. 4 8 counts at the beginning of the song. Only the first time through. So 1 and 2 are like besties. 4 8 counts at the beginning of the song. Only 1 and 2. So squat and hold and dance lunge. Move number 3. Reach and squat. This one is our complex move. We are going to start with reaching across diagonally. 1. Reaching the other way. 2. We're going to tap the ball, and then we're going to tap the floor. Okay? And we're going to repeat that. But this move is kind of fast, so watch Miss Schuh first, then we'll do it together. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And now we're going to do it together. Okay? Ready, set, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Ciao. One move left. And it's the grapevine. Some of you may know this move. We're going to start going. Don't worry. We're going to step with our foot out. Our other foot is going a loop-de-doop behind it. And then you can put your feet together and do a little jump. You can just step and tap. But then we're going to bring it back the other direction. So we're going to step out, behind, together, and you can clap, you can jump, whatever ones you feel comfortable with. And we're going to do it one more time to the other side. So it'll be 2 8 counts, okay? Not 4. 1 and 2 are besties. Not 1 and 4. 1 and 2. So just 2 8 counts. Let's do a practice back to this side. We'll just go out and in, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Clap it up. Great job. That was our 4 moves. We are ready for the song. So what Miss Schuh wants you to do is stand behind, eyes on me, sticks over the ball. We're not drumming, we're not air guitaring. Eyes on Miss Schuh, we're ready to go. I'm gonna go press play, and we're gonna get started. It goes right into squat and hold, okay? 4 8 counts. Number 2, dance lunge, 4 8 counts, and then we're on for 2 the rest of the song, okay? I'm gonna go hit play. Here we go.
Let's get ready.
Woo! Woo! 5, 6, here we go, dance lunge. Here comes reach and squat. And 5, 6, reach and squat. Woo. Grapevine, here we go. Squat and hold. Feel the burn. Dance lunge, here we go. Woo! And reach and squat. Grapevine. Squat and hold. Last time through. Dance lunge, here we go. Reach and squat. Grapevine, here we go. Drum it out at the end of the song. We do a drum roll. They keeping all that energy good. Oh my gosh. Their legs should be burning, squat and hold. Their heart should be pumping. I can't even talk because mine is pounding. We just did a bunch of cardio, a bunch of movement, a bunch of raising different levels of our body. It's a full total body workout. So that was song number 1. The rest of the song, we would have repeated those 4 movements. But right now, we're going to song number 2. And that is Good Feeling by, my sheet's up here. It will be linked so you can see. We're going to flip the cones around. During this time, students can grab a sip of water. They can talk with their friends about what level they are in Fortnite, if they got the battle pass yet. Or talk about their favorite TikTok song. But reel them back in. Let them know the next song is coming up. And the best part about the song is that there's a move in it that is similar to the song we just did. So they'll be familiar with one of the 4 movements. Okay, Coach Hager's gonna hold up that document. Oh, flow rider. And we do have one modification at the top of the song, which shows that only the first round through triangle, our first move will be 4 8 counts. So I referred to the previous song as moves 1 and 2 being besties. Okay, that kind of helps them remember. Move number 1, triangle, is going to be 4 8 counts, just so the beat drop lines up with our big movement. Okay, so again, we've written out each detailed step of our routine so that we remember it. If we just looked at tap and reach 3 weeks from now, we would probably forget exactly what that looked like, because it could be similar to reach and squat. Or like tap and reach and squat.
Which one?
Okay, so that helps us remember. So tap and reach, I'll read it so you can hear the difference. 2 sticks on top of the ball, then to the floor. Repeat, reach up and across with 1 stick at a time. Boom, boom, boom.
What was
So,
it?
so we have top of the ball, reach down, and then we have a reach and a reach. So it's similar to what we just did, but we have 1, 2, it's a reverse from the previous song. Now, if you're like, man, I want to put a new move in here, absolutely put a new move in here. We're going to keep the familiarity right now for our students and for time for you guys, but we're going to start our second song, Good Feeling by Flow Rider. All right, up first, triangle. I said this is the only beat, the only movement, 4 8 counts first time through. Okay, triangle starts, 1 hand, right hand up, left hand meets it, right hand out, don't knock your neighbor. Left hand out, right hand on the top of the ball, left hand. Okay, so our hands made a triangle kind of right here. So we call it triangle to help jog that memory. I'm gonna scoot over for the sake of my partner. All right, so we're gonna do triangle full speed, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Triangle, boom, we're stationary. Upper body's movement, it's a good warm-up movement for this song, okay? Move number 2, we've seen this before. Dance, lunge. Again, we step out to the side, bring feet together, clap over top. So let's go back to the center, let's do that 8 count together. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ding dong, easy money, you got it. Tap and reach. As a teacher, you're not always perfect, you make mistakes. We had to go jog our memory of the steps. So, tap and reach. We're tapping the top, then the floor, then we reach for the stars, okay? Let's do that at full speed. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? Now, our last movement. This is the big boy. Can, roll. This is the beauty of cardio drumming, because you can modify a movement for your challenging students who are just like, okay, super athletic. And then you can modify it for students who may not want to take that extra step yet until they see maybe their friends having a really fun time doing it, and then they want to try it, okay? So the full out version of can, roll. We start with our right leg. If you want to start with whichever leg, go for it. We're going to go over the ball. 1, 2, left leg. 3, 4, and then we're going to do a little 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's that big leg movement. Now, for tall legs, easy. Short legs,
Oh boy.
not so much. You don't want to get any students on purpose going, ka-chow, okay? So maybe you can modify this for your K2 students and keep it for your 3-5. Maybe they have to earn the fun movement of the day, okay? So the modification is high knee over, roll, roll, okay? So let's do the full out.
The modification is just behind the ball.
It is behind the ball.
So your leg's not going
1, 2,
over the ball.
3, 4.
When we did this with the staff, the teachers, we made sure to show that modification
Absolutely.
for whatever reason.
Yeah. All right. Do you want me to do the full out and you do modified? Do you want to see
Yes.
both? Okay. I'll be full out, modified. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. In the song, I'll go full out. Coach Hager will go modified. We'll do about 2 or 3 rounds, and then we'll break it down for comments, questions, and we'll wrap it up for you guys. All right. Again, I'm gonna go do old-fashioned way and play it from my phone so you can get the real experience of coming back. It's hooked up to the wall, so if you have a Bluetooth speaker and you can keep it right beside you, awesome. All right, Good Feeling by Flo Rida.
We'll start with triangle.
We will. Here we go. We're stationary. Triangle, here we go. Again. 2. We're doing 4 of these. Again. Last time. Dance lunge, here we go. Woo! Tap and reach. Last time. Can roll. Again. Triangle. Rest here. Good recovery. Dance lunge, here we go. Woo! Tap and breathe. Can roll. Triangle. Last time. Dance line. Tap and reach. Dance and here we go. Awesome roll. We celebrate. And every song, all the kids are keeping in their energy. They just want to drum the ball so fast. So we let them do it at the end, getting it all out. But that is a quick preview. 2 songs. Again, we have more on YouTube already uploaded.
Yes.
You can search for. But we are going to conclude our demo. We have probably emails we can find if you have comments to make us better, questions for us. Anything you want to add, Coach Hager, before we peace out?
If you've done cardio drumming, you have suggestions for us, we'd love to hear that as well. Whether it's K2, 3-5, with the staff, send us your comments. Love to hear it. Love to hear from all of you, all right? Thanks for taking time to join us for Teachers Like to Move It, and cardio drumming. If you haven't done it, again, after 20 years, I finally did it, okay? Her first year, she's crushing it. So, don't feel like, well, I've never done it, or it's just gonna be too much. You got this. Start without the equipment, all right? Get some
Yes.
Lumi sticks, whatever you have. Keep it simple, start. Use eye routines if you want. After you watch them several times with your students, you'll be like, I can teach this. So, make it comfortable for yourself. Don't go crazy. Use our stuff, create your own, have fun with it. Your kids will love it. Your staff will love it.
Yes.
That'll be great for a teacher work day, start the morning off, whatever.
Especially in those months like October, November, you can do Halloween, Thanksgiving, you can do Hanukkah. I mean, you can do it all. Keep your staff looking forward to, I have to come in on this teacher work day, but cardio drumming's at 10:30, okay? So it really it can pull you all together, can make some fun laughs. I mean,
Yes.
Miss Smith goes kerchow, and you talk about it in the hall the next morning. It creates awesome memories, fun exercise to not even know you're exercising. What I do with my staff is I send out a Google form, what songs would you like to hear? I get a bunch of responses. It makes them feel like they're having a part of it. It's a really great inclusive way to exercise. So
when you do the holidays, for Halloween, have some decorations hanging up, spiders, whatever, some purple, green, whatever.
Spider web.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, have fun with it.
All right, we could talk about this all day,
I know.
but we'll sign off. So, mic drop.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Peace out. What?